All right. Good morning, everybody. We're the last show of the month, but certainly not the least important. We've got Matt Heinemann from Dwellics.com with us this morning. We're glad to have you, and we appreciate you taking some time out of your schedule to join us. And we're going to talk a little bit about Dwellics.com. That might not be a term that you're familiar with, but you'll know it as we kind of talk about it. So, Matt, good morning.
Good morning, Eric.
Being on the show, man.
You're welcome.
All
Thanks
right.
for
Well,
inviting me.
yeah, no, it's great to have you. We just we always like to start out with like a little bit of introduction to who you are and your background and what kind of got you to the journey to Dwellics.com.
Yeah. So I live in Colorado right now. I live just north of Boulder, and I do some startup consulting and help folks implement. My background includes a little bit of real estate. I worked as a realtor in a hot market in Austin. I've helped some government agencies buy land, worked in different kinds of real estate. But right now, my Jones is helping startups. The one that we're talking about, Dwellics.com. I've been on this project for about 3 months.
Okay. Okay, awesome. Well, I'm sure they're glad to have you on board. And I think they bring a certain quality to all the people that move, and there's millions of people that move every single day. Well, every single year, really. And a lot of people just do it subjectively. A lot of people have a gut feeling, or their uncle, or their best friend, or some realtor, or somebody in their church, whomever, tells them, you know what, it's a great place to live in Boulder, Colorado, or it's a great place to live in Tampa. I think this site really brings it home, and it really gives people some objective criteria to kind of think through the process.
Yeah, I see those same benefits of the site. There's kind of a best case scenario out there when people move, and that they move to a place that they love. Their life is enhanced. They're proud of their community. Things take off for them. And then there's a worst case scenario where people are moving because they're told to, or because they get reassigned, or they're relocating for a job, and they really don't know anything about the community at all. They just got to move there. And somewhere in between, we as Americans may move a dozen times in our lifetime. Right. I've moved 4 times in the last 5 years. My experience has been across the board, both enjoying the place that I moved to and also regretting it. And the last move that I made, I was typing in pros and cons of the city that I was moving to, Loveland, Colorado.
Yeah.
And up popped Dwellics as the first ranked site for me to go look at. Clicked on the link, and it provided me cold hard facts. It provided me things that I needed to know up front. It gave me a better experience of the community before I'd even stepped into it. Not that I'm a analyst by nature, but I don't necessarily rely on a realtor's opinion, mostly because I think they're going to tell me the benefits of a place and leave out the drawbacks, But in this case, whether it's the neighbor or your boss telling you about a new community, or your cousin, this site gives you a way to understand the objective reality, the sort of things that are hard to figure out. It's hard to figure out a place before you move. That may be one of the hardest things to figure out, is what you're committing to before you commit to it.
Yeah. I think it's second only to marriage.
Yeah. Another commitment you don't want to mistake in.
Exactly. So no, I think it does exactly that. I think that for years that's been a very subjective decision. And clearly, if you're being told to move there because of work, then this site will educate you on what you're getting into. But if you're making a decision, I think it really does make an objective decision-making process where you and your significant other can really drill down and talk about a lot of different criteria. Can you share just a couple of the criteria that's on the site, so people know what's on there?
I'll give you a scenario of kind of what the genesis of Dwellics was during COVID. A lot of folks were remote working and looking for a way to remote work with a better lifestyle, remote work in a place they enjoyed living more, and maybe moving out of LA or New York to Scottsdale, Arizona, or San Marcos, Texas. This opportunity to move because you're a remote worker drove the need to understand a community before you get there, whether it's the air quality and you're an asthmatic, or it's the number of snow days and your wife doesn't like the snow, or the number of sunny days, or how are the schools there? Are the test scores something you would be proud of having your kid go to school there, or is the crime rate high? All of these are quantifiable metrics that were baked into a package that somebody could walk through as an application. You know, these are things that I'm looking for in the best place that I could move. This is the community characteristics I desire. Could you tell me a community in the United States that matched these characteristics? That began the process of making an application that somebody could walk through and guide a database to spit out results of communities that match those criteria.
Yeah. No, I think it's definitely a great site. I've definitely spent some time on it. You know, I'm much more analytically based than emotionally based.
Sure.
Being a military guy, that's kind of how we're built. So I really like the site. I like the you know, the information, how it's presented and all that kind of stuff. So great site. And you know, I think it's going to help consumers, you know, really make that decision-making process. It's difficult. We've also recently kind of partnered up, is kind of a loose term, but we're doing some kind of co-marketing with really the intent of veterans and even non-veterans to come to the site. You know, if they need a great real estate agent, you know, if they're a veteran and they want a great real estate agent and a rewards check after closing, you know, then there's some ways for them to contact us through your site, which I think is going to help the consumer experience, not only on your site, but after after they exit your site. And really the next step from the decision making is a call to action. You know, we're going to find a house. So, you know, I think that partnership is great. We're looking forward to working with you guys. And, you know, I mean, I will tell you that the initial feedback that we've got from people who've been to the site, they really like it. They like how easy it is to use. The information's out there. You don't have to dig. You don't have to have a PhD in, you know, information sciences to be able to use the site. It's just very easy, very well laid out. So we appreciate that.
Yeah, I enjoy hearing that feedback. I think the founder's vision in providing something that's very structured, well organized, well laid out, anybody can use it. And there's a lot of different types of information that are on there, but it's all quantifiable and, like you said, objective. So if you are the kind of person who wants to start a conversation with the realtor or with your wife about what's there, you've got data points to hang that dialogue on and have a deeper discussion about where you're moving to and what's up with that place that you're looking at.
Right. Good stuff, man. We appreciate all that. And again, the way to get the site is Dwellics.com. That's DWELLICS.com. So Dwellics.com is really the place to get started on your decision making. And of course, you need an agent. There's plenty of links there. And if you need to reach out to us, we're Veterans Real Estate Benefits Program. That's VREBnetwork.com. So VREBnetwork.com is the best way to reach out to us. And the veterans that work with us, they get a top agent, and after closing, on average, they get about $2,000 rewards check after closing. So it's not a smoke and mirrors. It's the industry leading rewards check, and it's our way of thanking veterans for their service. We thank Dwellics for joining up and helping us thank more veterans. So Matt, we appreciate all the work you've done behind the scenes. Of course, Giselle, the founder of the company, has done an amazing job as well. So we appreciate that.
She really has. And Eric, I'm grateful for the plug, but I'm also excited about the partnership. And, just like you said, giving back is where it's at. We see the 16 million plus veterans and the frequency with which people who are in military may move as a great audience to address with information up front. I mean, you said as you make decisions, you're looking for cold hard facts. We see that this is an opportunity for us to combine what we can give up front with a back end benefit of once people move, taking advantage of veterans who are out there to support veterans, whether it's the realtors or a lender, your organization. We see that network as being really complementary. So we're really excited about the partnership as well.
Nice, good. Well, we look forward to it, and let's continue to work together and try to support more veterans. 4th of July is around the corner. So the Independence Day, so we've got a little shirt to help celebrate that. So anyway, again, Matt, thanks again for your time on the show. We look forward to working with you in the future.
Likewise. Thank you, Eric.
Okay, buddy. Take care.
You too.